guys, it's Mouth. I hope everyone's having a really nice week because mine's actually been surprisingly productive thus far. Last night I was talking to my friend Melanie. We decided we'd actually really enjoy doing a cosplay together, but we didn't really want to wait until next summer to do anything because that's when the cons around here, at least the ones that we go to, are held, or around June and September and around that area. We decided that probably the best thing to do would be just to get together a couple cosplays and make Christmas cards. Is pretty much what it ended up as. Just why not? Our first initial one we came up with was Fiona and Marceline, which is actually going to be really easy to do because Marceline's easy and I already have Fiona. That's pretty much already taken care of. We just have to make it a little bit more wintry and cold weather friendly, which should be really easy. And the next one we decided on would be Glaceon and what's it, Sylveon I believe it is? I don't know, I don't have the new Pokemon game. I actually haven't played a Pokemon game since like Platinum, which is really sad. I miss my DS. So I actually have the majority of Glaceon done as far as my original plans for her went. However, when I tried to do the fur for her ears and her tail, the method that I used didn't take at all, and what did take was really splotchy and gross, and I didn't like it. So I looked up some other methods to try, and it's actually going really great so far, if you can see back there on the table. But I still have some parts to do, so I'll just take you through my method of doing that, and then we're also going to talk about afterwards about how to fix the wig for Glaceon because it looks like absolute crap and I hate it. If it was up to me, I would just trash it and get a new one, but I don't quite have the money for that right now, so we're gonna try and fix it. I don't know, just come up with something else to do with it because it's just so bad and I hate it. But after we're done with all that, if I still have some time, I'm gonna try and get started on drafting the pattern for my Minecraft creepy costume. I've already got the shoes done, they came out really well. Now I just have to come up with the custom pattern for on the sleeves and around the edge of the hood. I'm gonna have squares sticking out and also cut into it as well, so it kind of continues the whole effect of being more pixelated how Minecraft looks. Once I get the pattern done, I'll have to get the fabric, cut everything out, and then spend hours upon hours painting tiny squares in various shades of green and gray. So that's what we're gonna try and get working on today. We'll see how far we go. This is only one of 2 days off that I have this week, so we'll see how much work I can get done. So hopefully by the end of the day I can have a good chunk of things done that I can feel really good about. I like how I'm trying to like get all this done when I haven't even started on my Halloween costume, and that's in like a week. Anyway, let's take a look at how I'm doing the rest of the fur because I was actually really surprised at how that method came out. I thought I would share, but let's take a look. Basic instructions for this method: mix up whatever paint you need the fur to be, put it in a cup, add some water to it, mix it up really good because if you don't you're going to get clumps, and those clumps are going to make a big mess in the fur if it dries like that. Flip the fur over so the back of it is facing up, dump it over it, and just make sure it's really evenly coated and comb it really well once you've got it on there, just to make sure that it's not getting any tangles as it dries and everything's even. So far it's turning out really well as far as like color payoff. You know, it's just really a matter of waiting for it to dry because it just seems like it's going to take a very long time. I've only got one piece left to do. I'll show you how I go through that, and then we'll move on to that ugly wig that I hate with everything in my soul. Okay, so there are all the pieces finally done. I think I just got progressively lighter as I went, so there's quite a bit of a difference between these two. However, I'm really not going to worry about it too much and have to redo anything because the paint actually stains really badly and turns it green if you try and rinse it out, which is what I found out earlier when I tried to redo a couple pieces, and I ended up just having to just completely recut these out. I mean, since it's the tail and it's going to be pretty far away from the ears, I'm not going to really be bothered with it right now, and I'm just going to let it be as it is. If anything, I'll just Photoshop it to make it look a bit darker like the rest of it, or make the others look lighter, but either way I can just tweak the colors out a little bit and fix it if I feel the need to. I'm actually really hungry, so I'm gonna eat some food and then tackle that awful, awful, awful wig, and we'll see what we can possibly get done with that. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I got something to eat and I tried on the wig just to kind of see what I would want to change, and I realized it's actually not as bad as I thought it was before. I guess last time I was with it, I did my best to fix it, and it didn't really come out that bad. I'm actually kind of surprised. If it'll save me the time and the effort and possibly even some money to just leave it like this, I'll probably just leave it like this. The only bad thing is that these darker parts that I didn't use like the spray ball method or the soak method like I did with the rest of it. I just actually just took a Sharpie and just colored it on there. So they're actually really, really pigmented, and it almost instantly turned my forehead blue, and they're really short and they get in my eyes and it's really annoying. Other than that, it looks pretty okay. So I actually think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Easy enough. Well, okay then, since I don't have to do the wig, that actually frees up a lot of time for me, so I can just move on to starting to work on the creeper jacket, which for that, I'm actually going to have to clear out this entire space because I need all of it to draft the pattern on, so I have to find somewhere to stick all of this, which I'm not quite sure how that's going to happen. Maybe I can clear some spots up over there, I don't know. If all that wasn't there, I could stick it there, but it is all there. Gotta find something else to do. But that's probably going to take me a while to get set up because my big roll of paper that I draft patterns on is really heavy, and I have to go actually find my starter draft, start taking measurements and getting everything figured out. So I'm going to get all that fun stuff set up, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Bye bye. For this particular project, that is the only part of the actual pattern that I need, because I just need that part of the sleeve to match in with the armhole of the front and the back. Everything else I'm gonna just be doing on my own. So all I need to do is just trace whatever size of that pattern that I need onto a piece of paper, and then everything beyond that is just measurements and doing my own sketching on the pattern. I'm gonna keep going with this, and I will show you guys what it looks like at the end. So I got done with the sleeve and the front half. Like I said, what I do when I draft patterns is I basically take the pattern that I'm working from and just get the parts that I need from it, and then alter everything else from there. On the front portion of the hoodie, this right here, this line right here, was the only part of the original pattern that I actually used, and everything else from there I actually just drafted myself. I raised up the collar. I actually took this in quite a bit by about 3 inches, and then I measured down to where my waist starts, and then I did that measurement, and then I widened it back out for where my hips are. And then down here I started to play around with how I wanted the pixel design, but I might change that around. And for the sleeve, I want it to be a really big flare at the bottom, so I added that in, but I haven't messed around with the design on the bottom of there either. I was also going to do the back of the hoodie and actual hood itself, but I'm really tired now. I've been working on everything for about 8 or 9 hours now. I've done a lot of work today, and I'm ready for a break, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Hopefully get some more work done later in the week when I have another day off, but we'll see how that goes. I might just want to chill and just be lazy and sit around all day on my computer, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. It really does help me a lot to kind of be able to talk through the process of what I'm doing rather than just sit around in my garage for however long hoping to get some work done. If you have any input about the pace of the video or the editing, or if you want to know any more about some of the things that I did and just want a further explanation on it, just let me know in the comments, and be sure to like and favorite because that really boosts the views for this channel and just helps get more people in. Hey! Stop fighting! You're being rude. You are being rude, sir. I have a lot of plans for this channel. There's a lot of variety of videos that I want to do, and I just really want to get started with that, and hopefully it won't take me too long because I don't really want to have to forward to other people's cameras to get everything done. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I hope you all have a good rest of the week. I will try and do the same, but I will talk to you later. Bye! Say bye!